Live and Live. Buy original, be original. SON.
We will comply with Nigerian standards. Chinese producers and importers assure Nigerian consumers as the Standards Organization of Nigeria continues its cleanup exercise. Nigeria develops and adopts standards for sugar and sugar products. These and other stories on our lineup this week. It's time to talk product quality and safety on television. The program is Standard and New, and welcome to our world of quality. My name is Ifoma Okonkwo. Stay tuned and enjoy the program.
The Standards Organization of Nigeria, SON, brings a new lease of life to Nigerian SMEs. SON has put a greater premium on developing standards aimed at improving the exports of the nation's food and cash crops. This explains why we have developed more standards for Nigeria's produce like sesame, cocoa, garri, and more, courtesy our accredited state-of-the-art laboratories. In keeping with the federal government's ease of doing business, SON has simplified its processes and turnaround time for SunCap and ManCap to reduce substandard products and legal arm to prosecute offenders. Join the Standards Organization of Nigeria in ridding our nation of substandard goods due to consistent market surveillance and raids. See something, say something. The Standards Organization of Nigeria, improving life through standards.
Chinese manufacturers and traders have pledged their commitment to work with the Standards Organization of Nigeria to check the distribution of fake and substandard products in Nigeria. They gave this assurance at a special meeting with officials of the SON in Lagos. Please take a look.
Every day, thousands of goods are imported into the country, ranging from domestic and industrial products. According to statistics by the Standards Organization of Nigeria, the bulk of these goods are from Asian countries, especially China. Investigations revealed that most of these products are either fake or substandard. As Nigerians expressed deep concern over the influx of these goods into the country, manufacturers of the imported goods have often put the blame on greedy and unpatriotic importers who always insist on specifications that are far below the approved standard. This meeting between officials of the SON and Chinese manufacturers and traders is aimed at reversing the ugly trend with the ultimate goal of complying with Nigerian standards.
This event is organized by our Consul General, especially for the Chinese people and also Nigeria friends. They import the Chinese products to explain what the Nigeria policy you have. Then everybody, including Chinese, including the Nigeria friends, when they import the products from China, they have to follow that rules. That's what our purpose today.
The forum also provided opportunity for the Chinese manufacturers to be acquainted with the functions of the SON, the imperatives of standards, as well as benefits of standardization for both Nigeria and China.
Standards Organization of Nigeria is the sole body empowered by law to designate, establish, approve and declare standards in respect of metrology, materials, commodity structures, processes, and services. You agree with me, we have a very broad scope of activity. SON is mandated by SCAT to enforce the standards and ensure quality control and quality assurance of products, which are mentioned as well as conduct conformity assessment of product quality, including building materials, electrical materials, several other materials for human use. Some of the efforts made by SON in ensuring quality control and quality assurance in business and industry include elaboration of standards and code of practices for products, produce, materials, services, and that's also under the Standards Directorate.
Health and safety of the citizens has to be protected. That has to be done through standards. Number two, we're supposed to have a level playing ground for all businesses, which is also good for the nation in terms of the economy. There's no point wasting so much money on products that do not meet the needs of the customers. Then the third objective is environment, to protect our environment. So that is what we are doing today. So what are the manufactured products? So as an importer, you need to know the requirements for import so that you do not get in trouble. Number one, we believe that all importers have an idea of the quality of their products. So if any importer brings in products that do not meet these requirements, personally, I want to believe that it is deliberate. So you have to make sure whatever you import meets quality requirements for that product. And we have standards for virtually all the products. We also have international standards, ISO standards. We have IEC standards for electrical products. And we also have nation standards, for example, the BSI and others.
It is hoped that the meeting will translate into a successful partnership between the SON and Chinese manufacturers to promote standardization in the overall interest of all.
We have to obey this standard. Then everybody will benefit from that. If somebody broke these rules, then that's not good for both China, also not good for the local people.
It's Standard and you, and welcome back. Efforts to remove fake and substandard goods from the shelves are ongoing. The Inspectorate and Compliance Department of the Standards Organization of Nigeria stormed different locations in Lagos and evacuated goods worth millions of naira. Here are details of that exercise.
It's been from one raid to another at various markets across the country. Officials of the Standards Organization of Nigeria embarked on a cleanup exercise to remove fake or substandard products from the various markets. Men of the Inspectorate and Compliance Department of the SON stormed some outlets in Abulashun in Amodofin local government area of Lagos State and seized cartons of lubricants suspected to be substandards as well as fake electric cables. The team visited Oshodi and Idumota markets. Director, Inspectorate and Compliance Bid Obayi told the press that the raid is a continuous exercise aimed at not just protecting Nigerians, but to promote standardization.
All non-compliant products must be removed from the markets of this country, from every market, from every warehouse in this country. And this special raid is targeted at anywhere suspected substandard product is seen. And that is why today we embarked on the raiding of warehouses and markets where suspected substandard lubricants are sold to unsuspecting consumers of this country. Also cables, textile materials, because we want to make this country a place where indigenous manufacturers can come and produce. Because it is not just flooding this place with substandard products. We want the capacity utilization of Nigerian companies to be higher than what it is today. We want the use of these countries to be employed. And it can only be so when these substandard products are removed from circulation. And that is why today we have stopped at nothing, getting everything that is suspected to be substandard. And I'm happy that you people have gone to us at different locations, at different markets. And it is starting. This is just the starting point. We have not gotten to where we want to be. We are just starting the operation, and we prayed that all of you, the gentlemen of the press, will be ready to work with us, because it is a fight that we are not going to stop until we finish removing most of the substandard products in circulation.
This enforcement is coming few days after the Surveillance, Intelligence and Monitoring Unit of the SON uncovered a syndicate that specializes in recloning popular brands of electric cables in Lagos.
The National Mirror Committee on ISO PC 305 and ISO PC 318 on sustainable non-sewage sanitation system have been inaugurated in Lagos. The committee are expected to develop standards that will address the problem of open defecation. I covered the official inauguration of the committees in Lagos. Please take a look. Defecation is the act of getting rid of waste matter. It is estimated that over 2.5 billion people of the world's population do not have access to basic sanitation system. This makes open defecation the only option open to many for discharging human waste, thereby exposing more people to various diseases such as diarrhea, typhoid fever, cholera, hepatitis, and intestinal worm infection. The focus of the newly inaugurated committee is to develop standards to establish Nigeria's position in the ISO draft standards that will address the sanitation needs. Director General of the SON, who was represented by Director Standards Chinyere Egwon, said the benefits of Nigerians' participation and adoption of the two international standards are enormous.
This is an international organization for standardization technical committee where the committee is considering non-seaward sanitation system where that can take care of all this open defecation that people are doing. So it's going to get Nigeria open defecation free, just like the chairperson has said. So what we're trying to do is to make sure that every stakeholder is involved and they're involved in this, participating in the elaboration of this standard. At the end of the day, what we intend to do as a country is to adopt this international standard for implementation in Nigeria to get us that defecation-free environment.
About a third of the world's population do not have access to clean toilets to defecate. And so open defecation is very prevalent in our society, as you can see. And again, estimates have shown that as a result of that open defecation, water gets polluted, and of course, with it, the illnesses that leads to, again, estimated 1 million fatalities annually as a result of poor sanitation.
A non-seaward sanitation system is a prefabricated integrated treatment unit comprising toilet facility and backed by a treatment facility that collects, conveys, and treats specific inputs within the system to allow for safe reuse or disposal of the generated solid, liquid, or gaseous outputs. Dr. Mrs. Iyabo Phillips is chairman of the committee.
I want to appreciate SON for coming up with this at this time, because it can't come at any other time than this. Because in the Lagos State programs now, we are putting at the forefront an ODF, that's Open Defecation Free programs. Because I know all over Nigeria, it is very essential. And it is very key because most ailments these days are waterborne diseases. And most of the time, we put in funds that should have utilized maybe for infrastructure and other things on curative aspects of ailments. But with this program, with this project in place, with this standard being adopted, then we will know that a high percentage of waterborne diseases must have been, solved. And I promise to put in my best. I promise to carry everybody along. I also promise that everybody, every member of the committee will be given opportunities to hear their views. And I will encourage every member of the committee, even those who have not even been part of sanitation activities, I will encourage them to get involved, because if you get to the basics of sanitation, you cannot but get interested. So I would ensure that every member of the committee gets fully involved, and we all together promise that we make the best of this opportunity and give Nigeria the best, and ensure that the standard for the 305 and the 318 are corrected, amended, modified if necessary to give us a national and can be adopted for a national standard.
Participants were drawn from the Ministry of Environment, private sector, academia, and Standards Organization of Nigeria.
Muna fata shekaru na da za su zo, mutanen mu za su yi la'akari da aikin da muke yi, kuma za su lura cewa ya fi cancanta ka sai abu na kwarai da ka sai abu na arha.
Ka yi meze n'obodo anyị a, ka yi mee ka ihe a na-eme n'obodo anyị a, ma ihe a na-ebubata n'obodo anyị a ọ dị mma. Anyị na-ayọ biko ka anyị jikọọ aka, na asị na ofu aka adịghị ekechi ngwugwu. Ka anyị jikọọ aka ka Nigeria wee wọrọ anyị obodo.
Ẹ ká lajú wálẹ̀, gbogbo tá a bá máa fún wàrà, ká lè pé o tó pé ojú òṣùwọ̀n. Èyí tí ò bá yé wa, àgbẹ̀ tó bá mọ̀ ń pẹ́, ẹ tó wà sọ́nà. Èyí tó bá dẹ̀ rà tí ò bá pójú òṣùwọ̀n, ẹ lọ sí Standard Organization iṣẹ́ rẹ̀ tó bá súnmọ́ yín jù, ẹ lọ ṣàlàyé fún wọn bẹ́ẹ̀, wọ́n á ràn yín lọ́wọ́.
Welcome to the world of standard and quality, where we offer you information on product safety and quality. The program is Standard and You.
Choose life and live. Buy original. Be original. SON.
The program is Standard and You. A technical committee met in Lagos to consider the adoption of African standards for sugar and sugar products, and also develop Nigerian industrial standard for glucose and sucrose. The technical committee, under the auspices of African Organization for Standardization (ASO), met at the operational headquarters of the SON in Lagos.
The standards considered for adoption by the committee were ARS 875 of 2017, raw cane sugar, ARS 876 of 2017, brown sugar, and ARS 58 of 2017, white sugar specification and determination of lactose content by high-performance liquid chromatography. Director General of the SON, represented by Director Standards of the agency, Chinyere Egwonwu, said, "The draft standards on sugar are very important because they affect our everyday life. This," she said, "is due to their wide usage as sweeteners for human consumption and raw materials for industrial purposes. The current trend for processing of sugar has necessitated the elaboration of new standards." The DG said it is important for the country to develop standards that take into consideration these vital factors in a bid to foster threat to life, waste of resources, and boost quality of products for both local consumption and exports. He said Nigeria stands to benefit immensely from the adoption of these harmonized standards, which he believes will bring about increased trade opportunities and competitiveness of its goods and services at both the African, sub-regional, and global levels. The committee comprised representatives of the Institute of Public Analysts of Nigeria, Federal Institute of Industrial Research, Oshodi, FIRU, Boa Sugar Limited, Dangote Sugar, NAFDAC, Promasido, Coca-Cola Nigeria, Friesland Campina, CPC, and SON.
Wow, Chief Mike, how are you? Fine. I'm going to Sun office for the certification of my wheat flour.
Oh no, things have changed. Sun has simplified all its activities. You could have even stayed back in Kano and process all your papers online. Whoa.
With the efforts of Sun, the products of SMEs can now compete globally. Sun has put in place necessary machineries in support of the growth of SMEs. At highly subsidized charges, SMEs can now get their certification, laboratory testing of their products, as well as purchase of standards. Meanwhile, Sun is carrying out massive seizure of substandard goods in the market and have gotten legal backing to prosecute offenders, all to protect consumers and SMEs. Sun, improving life through standards.
Choose life and live. Buy original. Be original. SON.
It's feedback time. We would like to let you know that your messages or comments on the program are key and critical to our quest to serve you better. One of the cardinal objectives of the program is to provide you, our esteemed viewers, with basic information on product quality and safety. Our success as a responsive organization is determined by how much impact our services have had and will continue to have on consumers and manufacturers of products. We have resolved at the SON to promote quality and will stop at nothing to checking the manufacturing, distribution and importation of fake and substandard products into Nigeria. Our expectation is that you will continue to work with us by providing SON with information that will help the agency serve you better and, more importantly, facilitate the growth of local industries, especially small and medium enterprises, SMEs, considered to be the engine of growth of the economy. So, stop lamenting over products you have found to be fake or substandard and insist on quality. For any information, call us or send in your messages to the number 07059724455. Follow us on Facebook as Standard and You, Instagram and Twitter as Standard and You _. You can also send a mail to the address thestandardandyou@gmail.com. You can watch any of our episodes online at youtube.com/standardandyou. You're free to view, like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for being a part of the program. Let's do this again next week. Enjoy the rest of the day.